Good morning. State facts. Believe half of what you see and none of what you hear unless I said it, because I state facts. What's up, beautiful people? I hope y'all woke up on the right side of the bed. The wrong side is the wrong place to be, and we already know that. Today I want to talk about police brutality and our thoughts about it. And also, just to let y'all know that this conversation is going to be two-sided, because we do understand that the police do have a job to do. The police officers, they do have a job to do. All right. And as citizens in the community, we also have a way we supposed to abide by the law. But there is a law in the United States of America in which a lot of us don't uphold the law, whether we be citizens, whether we be police officers. But let's get into the talk. And I want to know how y'all feel about it. First and foremost, have been some incidents that just happened this week. A few incidents already took place where citizens and police officers, got off on the wrong foot and ended on the wrong foot. Now, I'm not the one to always talk about who fault it was, who was right and who was wrong. Only thing I can say is that as citizens of the United States of America, is a certain way that we supposed to carry ourselves when dealing with other citizens and also when dealing with police officers. And on the other hand, police officers have a way they supposed to deal with citizens. Police officers supposed to be the ones who know how to diffuse situations instead of infuse situations. And as citizens, we be going through a lot of stuff, and police officers humans too. They be going through different stuff. And my main thing about it is I believe that police officers should have the highest tolerance out of all human beings. Good morning, people. I believe that police officers, before they get their badge, just my opinion, before they get their badge and leave the academy or however it go, I believe their tolerance should be tested. How? I don't know. We so genius in America. We come up with all kind of different stuff. It should be a way to be able to check these police officers' tolerance level, before they're able to get the badge and get behind the shield. Because far as my knowledge go, my thoughts about police officers is they are there to protect and to serve the community, to protect and to serve the people of the United States, right? Yet and still, we keep seeing these incidents where citizens is being brutally beaten, aggressively taken out of their cars, and took to jail on charges. As a citizen of the United States of America, a black citizen of the United States of America, I didn't have my run-in with cops. And I'm not going to lie to you and tell you, they aggressive. Because all police officers is not like that. All of them not like that. But there are a lot of them that are like that. Some of them is, some of them ain't. You just got to know what you're dealing with upon being stopped in a vehicle, being stopped walking in the neighborhood, who to call when you're being harassed, who to call when you're being handled bad. Because if you pay attention to it, they really don't give a damn. You could be on live and they still cutting up. Like, they know the camera's rolling, they still cutting up because they feel like that shield is going to protect them. Even if, and this is just my thoughts, even if a citizen is acting crazy, being mean to the police or being disrespectful to the police, my thoughts is I believe that police officers should have a high tolerance of understanding. And also, this is my thoughts. I believe that police officers should be the ones to be able to diffuse any situation. Like, I don't know if they need to go to therapy school or psychiatry school before they get their badge or something, but they need to learn how to deal with citizens. Because most of the time, cops pull you over for an expired tag and then won't search your car. Cops pull you over from yelling at the stop sign and not coming to a complete stop at the stop sign just to search your car, depending on who you is, depending on what community you in, and depending on where you at. And that's a fact, right? So here's a little story for me. So I was in Hammond, Louisiana. I was in Hammond, and I was outside of a truck stop, like a little casino spot, right? So I'm standing outside, having me a cigarette and a beverage. I'm standing outside, and two police officers pulled up in the cruiser, right? When the police officers pulled up in a cruiser, they didn't say nothing to me. It was a Caucasian lady standing right next to me, like, you know, a little on side of me a little bit. And she was doing the same thing. She was smoking. What's up, Brody? She was smoking or whatever. So the police officer pulled up. The driver police officer, and I mentioned this before, if y'all follow me, y'all heard the story already. The driver police officer didn't even look at me. The passenger police officer didn't look at me. The thing about it was, the one that was on the passenger side, he had on a Pooh Shiesty mask. Now, if y'all don't know what a Pooh Shiesty mask is the ones the little youngsters walk around with all the fur on it. It covers everything except the eyes, I guess. A police officer had one of these on his face. Now, thinking about that, I know for a fact, when they see our young boys in the streets with these on, it's hot. I'm talking about, it is damn near 100 degrees in damn near every state. What's up, nephew? It's damn near 100 degrees in every state that you could possibly think of. And this police officer had this Pooh Shiesty on his face. Now, being that I come from a place, I come from the streets, you know, soon as I seen that, it bothered me. It made me mad. It made me angry. It made me upset to see that a representative of our state, a police officer, is wearing a thug mask. I'm going to just call it that, because that's what they call it. When they see our young boys walking with these masks on, they aggressively approach these youngsters. Yet and still, you have a police officer with the same. So here it is. The question that I beg to ask is, why do we have on a Pooh Shiesty mask? And what is his, you know, what are you doing? What are you doing? They listening to rap music up in there. And get to the story. He didn't even say nothing to me. They looked at the Caucasian lady that was standing on side me and said, "Don't get in any trouble." That's what the driver said. So I'm just staring. I'm mugging. I'm talking about, I'm looking so hard because, like I said before in one of my lives, I really wanted to go walk up to the police officer window. I wanted to knock on the window, tell him to raise the window down, inject that mask straight off his face. "Thank you, nephew. Appreciate you, baby." I really wanted to grab all his nose with that Pooh Shiesty mask and take it off his face. You feel me? Because ain't nowhere in the world my children's supposed to be looking up to you. Remember back in the days, they used to ask us, "What you want to be when you grow up?" "I want to be a police officer, a fireman." These days, the kids are scared of y'all. If you are an officer, sir, a ma'am, these kids are scared of y'all. And this girl, I took her children to a park, right? And as we pulling up, one of the kids was like, "No, not this park. They got a police officer right there." I'm like, "Shit, that's the park we need to go to, right?" So I pull up to that park, and a police officer just sitting in his cruiser, wasting taxpayer money, ain't doing a damn thing, sitting in the park. Might have been doing something he ain't had no business doing, right? Because that's what they do. And I'm not down on all police officers, but I'm just telling you a story what happened with me. So the kids was playing, and the police officer never got out the car, never said hello, never said hi, never came to greet those children, never came to give those children some kind of assurance that, "Hey, I'm a part of your community. Hey, this is me. Look at my badge. Look at this. You could be this too." They didn't do that. He didn't do that. And that's what let me know for a fact he was in that park doing something he ain't had no business doing. But if I call a police officer, I walk up to him and try to arrest him, make a citizen arrest, guess what? They're going to end up beating me to the ground. Anyhow, so the kids was talking. I'm like, "All y'all come here," because I'm one of them. I'm like, "All y'all come here." We went and walked to the police officers. The little baby girl took off running. She didn't want to be nowhere around the police. This is the example y'all setting off. And this is for people who have family as police officers. And this is for people who are police officers. Not saying everybody bad, all the police officers bad. I'm not saying that. And I'm not saying all the citizens is doing wrong either. Yet and still, I walked up to the police officer's window. I knocked on the window. I said, "Excuse me, sir." I said, "Could you please explain to these kids what is your job? Because these kids are scared of you." And he really didn't have no answer for me. He really didn't. He just was like, "Oh yeah, we used to come here and play with the kids, play baseball." You know, a bunch of lies, because he's talking to a grown man. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, he don't even know what to tell our children. He don't even know how to tell our children that, "Hey, I am here to protect and serve." You know why he can't say that? Because that's not his goal. That's not his goal. They be up in there dealing with these women. They break the law all the time. They break the law all the time. And you can also see police officers running stop signs, but they stop you from not stopping at a stop sign. Soon, and I mentioned this before, soon there will be, and look, an officer passing right now. Soon there will be robots as police officers, I'm pretty sure it's going to take place soon. Because, again, like I said, these people are human beings too, police officers. To the credit of the police officers, they are human beings. The issue is they do not have no kind of tolerance level. Like, it's strange to me. Now, if you stop somebody as a police officer and somebody just having a bad day, a police officer is supposed to understand that. A police officer is supposed to be there to protect and serve the community. Now, RoboCop's on. Yeah, I mean, yeah, basically. Basically, because what these police officers doing these days, D-Rap, listen, what they doing these days is totally against the law. Now, I hate to talk about certain situations with other people because it's not mine. I tend to kind of mind my business. But when it crossed me, you know, just like the kid with the police officer broke the window. Like, if you pay attention, I don't know what happened before that. I don't go digging, and somebody got on my on one of my posters and said, I seen the whole video, such and such. All right, I understand. But let me tell you what police sign up for. They sign up to get punched in their face first. They sign up to get shot first. And I'm sorry, with all due respect. You know, I thought he grabbed a weapon and they shoot you. I even went to jail one time. God. Let me say this, and I'm sorry to jump subjects. I went to jail one time, right, for possession of a firearm that I never possessed, that I never even had in my possession. You know what the police officer said? He said he observed the driver, which was me, handing an object to the back of the seat. And they found a gun under my seat in the back. Now, y'all tell me what sense do that make? This how much they lie. In a court of law, they will get up there and put their hand on the Bible, which let us know that shit don't have no kind of merits in the world. Putting your hand on the Bible, I swear to tell the truth, because they still get up there and lie just to pin you down, just to nail you to the cross. The gun was found under my back seat, right? And just to speak out loud, the guy who was in the back, it was his gun, and he put it under my seat. Now, y'all tell me, why would I pass a gun to the back seat and put it under my seat when I could just put it under my seat if I wanted to do, right? Get to the court, lawyers, all of them work together. The lawyers holler, oh, Mr. Miller, I don't think you have, because I asked him, I said, the police report says, please check for fingerprints and ballistics. If that was my gun, my fingerprint should be on that gun somewhere, right? Yes. You know what the lawyer told me? The state lawyer. They work for the state. Same people the police work for. She said, Mr. Miller, I don't know if you have enough money to, you know, get that. I said, but the police report say check for fingerprints and ballistics. Who not doing their job? And all we got to do is dig into it and stop giving up. Okay, now on the flip side, as citizens, let me tell you something, bro. You have to stop riding around with no insurance smoking weed. You have to stop riding around with no insurance with guns on you. You're just stupid. And like I said, I like to deal with both sides of this shit. Stop you riding around with bad tags, smoking weed, with drugs in the car, with guns in the car, and then when the police pull up on you, because they gonna pull up on you, they sit there and watch. It's like they go clock in just to come out here and fuck with people. That's what I guess that's what their job is. And I don't have nothing against the police officers. Listen to what I'm telling y'all though. Stop riding around smoking weed, especially my young black brothers, young white boys too, all y'all, because all y'all lost in this music, thinking Ross was right. I'm selling dope all on my iPhone. That nigga done got more of y'all popped and put in jail than a little bit. To be honest with you. Anyway, you got to stop riding around with a tore up car, no insurance, your tags bad, no brake tags, dark ass tin, smoking weed. Now that's your fault. And then you don't know how to drive. You know, to come to a complete stop looking for a reason to get messed with. Yeah, basically. Listen, here's some education for you guys. Because I done been around a long time. Let me tell you something. When you driving in your car, and this is a fact, when you driving in your car and the police behind you, the minute you start looking in your rear views, your car start to sway a certain way. All right? And this is what they looking for. They looking for the sway. Nah, they not looking for, you was speeding, you was this. Now, when they stop you, they might make up a different excuse, but I'm giving y'all the game right here. The minute you start looking in your rearview mirrors, your car start to sway a little bit. And to the police officer that's in the car, they don't know if you messing with your phone, eating a burger, smoking a blunt, drop the gun. They don't know what you did in the car. This is why they pull you over. because your car sway. I'm not saying it jerk, it jump. I said it sway in between them lanes. So when the police riding behind you, every time you look in your rear view, your car sway. And you might not be doing nothing. You might be legal beagle. You might not have nothing on. You might not be doing nothing at all. But your car sway a certain way. And then they hit the lights. Boop. And then when they hit the lights, they walk up to your car and they think you're doing something. And you know, I guess they teach them this in the academy to be the nosiest people in the world. Because if your car sway and that police behind you, he gonna pull you. And then once as he pull you, you stop. Before he get out the car, he looking at your tags. He done ran your plate already, trust me. He know you ain't got no insurance. He looking at your tags. Thank you for the gift, big homie. He looking at your tags and he know your car is bad. Then when he get to the car, he done ran the name. He look at it, it's in a woman name is you. He got an issue right there. I'm telling you now, when they pull you over, it's because you sway. That's one. Tell you about a stop. A complete stop. To come to a complete stop is when your car jack back. When you stop and the car jack back, that's a complete stop. Other than that, you're yelling, man, or you're running a stop sign. That's why they gonna pull you. Along with your bad tags, your dark tinted windows, you're smoking weed up in there. And then when you're riding and smoking weed, look, let me tell you what another thing police officers do. You know, y'all be smoking in the car, right? You know how when we driving, our air conditioner blowing on us? Theirs not. When they driving, they sucking in the air from outside. So if the police behind you and you smoking weed and they say they smell weed, that's because the air conditioner is sucking in. They smelling everything that's out there. You feel me? And I don't know, but they might have better air conditioner systems than us to where they can smell more. Because if you think about it, don't you, every time I smell weed, step out the car. Whether it be burnt weed or weed in the bag, they feel like they smell weed. It's probably because they pulling you. So the main thing to remember is stop looking in your rear view when the police behind you. Keep on driving. If they gonna pull you, they gonna pull you. But don't give them an excuse to pull you. Keep your eyes on the road. Keep looking straight ahead, and I guarantee you, they gonna keep on going. They're gonna go right past you. You said, what hood I'm from? I'm all right. Listen, man, I come from out New Orleans, but I don't represent no hoods and none of that shit. Because none of that shit ain't do nothing for me, homie. Whoever you is. You feel me? So with all due respect, I don't represent no hoods. I represent me. That's it, partner. That's it. Anyway, make sure, bro. And look, a lot of these police officers, they're aggressive. Like I said, I seen a police officer with a pusheisty, Hammond PD officer. They tore up and retarded over there. They corrupt over there. And everybody know. They got a whole documentary about them police. So everybody that's in Hammond doing things, either I ain't gonna even get down. I'm still police. Anyway, so with this kid, when the police bust the glass, if y'all paid attention to that video, that police was tweaking to do something. I was watching it. I wasn't even watching the dude no more. I watched it like a few times. I'm looking at the police officer that's in the back. I'm checking him out. I'm like, look at him. He just waiting. And then the other one telling him, go ahead on and crack the window. I mean, what did the boy do that was so bad? And I ain't watched the whole video, y'all, so don't hit me in the head. What did he do so bad that you want to bust his window and all that there? You feel me? And then when you get out the car, you're punching on a man. It's about 5, 6 of y'all. You know, learning how to talk to people on both sides. The police officers first and foremost, but they signed up for that job to protect and serve the community, right? They need to learn how to talk to people. Like they need to have talking lesson classes, all that. Get your hands up, stay on the ground, stop resisting. That's the first thing they say. See, this how you know when they beating your ass for nothing. Stop resisting. They gonna keep on saying it. That's it, bro. We from New Orleans. That shit not new to us. Live restricted some audience. I don't know. Live visibility restricted. I don't know. They restrict me for everything. Ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, that's why I just got my live back anyway. I don't know what I did. Didn't do nothing, just sitting here talking. But see, they don't want the message to be conveyed. They don't want nobody to hear these messages. You feel me? But anyway, man. Yeah, I'm from down there in the city, man. But I don't represent none of that. All that tore up to me. Anyway, bro. You know, like I said, the main thing, when the police officers is behind you guys, please stop looking in the rear views. Look ahead and keep on driving. Because your car sway a certain way, and that's all they looking for. They looking for that sway. And then when you are being stopped, you know, it's certain procedures. I'm not going to tell you exactly how to do it because I'm not too good about it either, but there are certain ways you're supposed to conduct yourself when a police officer's pulling you over, man. And you got to cut it down the middle. If you ain't doing nothing wrong, shut the fuck up. Give them your license, registration. If you don't have it, take your ticket and go about your way, man. Because them people will beat you to death. And we know this already. They will beat the shit out you, take you to jail and lock you up. And then it's more working against us than working for us.